Maximizing your fitness goals in a 48 square foot gym. First, let's go over what's in this 48 square foot gym. We have a magnetic resistance treadmill, and then we have a tripod for some reason. Why is that tripod there? Because I believe in keeping distracted, and when I work out, I use this 10-inch tablet to stream videos so I can watch them. My maxi climber, and that is one of the other things. For me, this is what works. Okay, I do a 10-minute workout on the treadmill, and then a 10-minute workout on the maxi climber. We're going to go over a little bit more about exactly how things are set up here and why everything is the way it is. Maxi climber is renowned for having problems with the rollers. However, that said, I still love the machine, and I just ordered 2 more sets of rollers right before making this video. And the rollers are fairly reasonably priced. Let me show you some other stuff about the setup for this gym, because that's the important thing. All right, I'm using a regular mat here. This mat here is an equipment mat. Now, what I'd also recommend getting for the treadmill, if you do a treadmill on top of a mat, if you have carpeting like I do, you need to get plywood to put on top of your mat. Otherwise, your treadmill is going to put deep indentations into your mat, especially if you have carpeting that goes down in there. All right, now let's go over here. This is roller dust, lots of it. This is your indication that your rollers are starting to wear and you'll have to be replacing them soon. This is what I use to replace my rollers. It is just a quick 1/4-inch drive and a deep dish socket. Let's see, what is it? 13 millimeters. So that's what you need, and it helps to have a six-sided 13 millimeter deep socket, and both those you can get off of Amazon. And here is the Maxi Climber Classic, which is what I use. The treadmill, the reason why I use this treadmill over, say, another treadmill is the fact that this treadmill here, a little bit of the history behind it. I live in California, and electric is very expensive here. Well, we got the magnetic resistance treadmill because all I need is a maintenance workout. When I first started having cancer back in 2019, I got into a regular routine. Now with a magnetic resistance treadmill, it's a good idea to not do what I'm doing right now. Keep your hands on the thing. They are not as, they're dependable, but you know, sometimes they catch and you don't want to be falling. It's just a good idea to have contact. Now that's the treadmill. This is the Cadence treadmill. I don't even know if they still sell this anymore, but it's a nice treadmill. I've had it for about five years or so now, and just been very happy with it. But The advantage, yes, I did not say that was the disadvantage. Is you don't have as much control over your speed because it's you and gravity. Now, my thing has a nice little. Here's the tracks scan, speed, distance, time, calories, and odometer. What more do you need on a treadmill? Not much. This works fine for me. What works for you might be something different. With my electronic, because I did have a regular treadmill that you plug in the wall, and I found that that treadmill cost me, if I'm working out regularly, $10 a month. Now, $10 a month doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. All right, this one. Why do I use a tripod and not use... They sell tripods with tablet adapters, and this is my tripod. I'm not going to be filming with it, using that because I would get a copyright strike. But I've been very happy using a tripod, and it's very sturdy this way. The other types of tripods you can actually knock over easily. Maxi Climber Classic. This thing is bulletproof, other than the rollers, because these rollers, they will wear out. That's not a roller, that's my thing. But there's 3 rollers in there, 1, 2, 3, and I go through about 1 set of rollers a year at least, and there's nothing you can do. They will wear out. Any piece of gym equipment that has movement to it, you are going to have wear and tear. Now, this is 48 square feet. I forgot to say one of the most important things. You see how I'm using a black mat here, right here? This is black. With the Maxi Climber, I highly recommend it. Very highly recommend. Do not get a regular mat. Just get some clear vinyl carpeting. It's not very expensive. You can get this stuff for like $1 and $1.50 a yard. So this mat probably cost me about $4 total. And the advantage of that is this dust will show up on this mat. You put this dust, we take some of this and we put it on here, and you can't see it at all. So that is why you want to get a clear mat, so that you can see when your Maxi Climber starts to eat its rollers. Now, my handle here, one of them is actually going bad, and I've had this since 2018, so I am going to replace this handle grip right here, and it should be interesting. It's fun stuff. Max, you can, the nice thing about a 48 square foot gym. All right, here are some things about 48 square. Make your 48 square foot gym yours. I'm not saying you have to use a treadmill, you have to use a Maxi Climber. You could use anything you want. You could just put a yoga mat on the floor. It doesn't really matter. Just set aside a little space in your house so that you can work out daily. You know what? You don't even have to work out. You could just stretch daily. Keeping movement, that's what we humans are all about. Movement. And this will maximize your performance routine so that you, as a human being, might live a couple extra years, might feel better about yourself, might be able to reach down and touch your toes, which is something that I still can do, but I can't put my palms on the floor like I used to. I'm working on it. There's all sorts of things. And if you have any questions about this video, please leave them down below. These are going to be very informal videos. You notice I did not do a thorough scrub. I left the dust that the Maxi Climber makes out on purpose so that you can see that these things do have dust, and that dust is roller damage, and when the dust starts to turn to chunks, it's past time to replace your rollers. Now, I didn't say how much rollers cost. Currently, they are still under $20 for one set of rollers. I purchased 2 sets of rollers for my Maxi Climber Classic. That's 6 rollers each set. And the price that I paid today, 21 June 2023, was $32.63 delivered. And that will be great. I expect to get that delivery within the next couple of months. They say that I can get it within the next 5 to 10 days. I'll be a very happy camper if it comes any earlier than a month and a half. I'm in no rush. I love everything. I love my 48 square foot gym. Consider setting aside a little space in your house to have exercise, stretching, taking care of your body. We exercise our mind, we need to exercise our body. And we need to have balance in our life. That's what the 48 square foot gym is all about. Love you all. Have a great day.